Alright, and we're live. Hello, everybody. Hello, late night. Welcome, welcome. How are you all doing? Hello, Dabs, Grumpy Pants, and Goose. Glad to have you all here. Welcome to day 2 of the leveling craze. We're gonna get this boy to 60. We are on the road. Buff day part 2, indeed. What, are you really trying to get 117 alts to 60? I am indeed, and I'm already 9 of 117. And 13 of those are going all the way to 70. But they're not starting from 1, if that's what you're asking. They're all in their 50s. So. Boop. Yeah, so we're gonna get right into it. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. So I did 6 yesterday on stream, 3 of them off, so we're at 9 of 117 so far. That's a much better goal. Yeah, they're all already in their 50s, so it's not like I'm starting at 1, no. I'm not that crazy. Besides, I wouldn't want to if they were all that low level anyways. Like, I have a ton of level 10s, but I'm not using them, I'm not leveling them because those are for the leveling guide. Which is why I have to level all of these. I can't use them until they're 60, so there you go. Yeah, we're right back in the thick of it. I'm in Lock Madon on this character because he can't do Shadowlands because he's a slightly newer alt. And he can't do Valshra or High Mountain because he used those to level with for testing. And so we're doing Lock Madon. I love that sound. Thank you for the stretch and posture. Posture check, everyone. I hate how this guy makes us drunk. Stop with the drunk. There we go. I just made banana bread for the first time today. Nice. Banana bread is delicious, especially if it has chocolate chips in it. Why does your Coltarian look extra beefy today? Is the plate bulking him out? Absolutely. Yep. I gotta fix his Mog too. It's putting on armor for me as I go here. And so my Mog's all messed up. But yeah, in my opinion, that's the only way to Mog a Coltarian. You have to embrace the beef. Because you certainly can't hide it. Alright, let's see here. Really wish they would just go ham on making it... What's with that? There we go. There we go. There's my beefy boy. I really wish they would just go ham on making 100 tunes per account instead of, what is it, 55 now? It's technically 60, but not everyone could go from 50 to 60 because it's glitched. So if you have, for like me, I can't put 60 on one account. I can only go up to 50 even though it's supposed to be 60 because it's glitched out. So... but not everybody has that issue. I don't know why. I hope they fix it. I'm really tired of it. They added this back in pre-patch. There we go. I don't know why I implied I'm making multiple loaves of banana bread. I meant totally I made banana bread for the first time. All good. I totally figured that's what you meant. Crunch? Yes. With the buff, how fast can we cap out this month? I mean, I don't know. Really fast? I'm not doing any, characters that are lower than level 50, so I would assume it'd be 50%
Notice
faster.
me, senpai!
Hello, late night. Okay, let's go get some lurkers. So, really fast, I assume. I love how beefy Coltarians are, but I've noticed some of the mod doesn't fit Coltarian ladies right because they're so thick. See, I don't like how thick they are. I actually strongly dislike playing both male and female Coltarians. But I have one of every race class combo, and that includes the Coltarians, so that's the only time they get played. So, you know. Gotta embrace the beef. But yeah, it is hard to Mog them because a lot of stuff, because they're so, well, misshapen in the midsection, especially for the males. It stretches out all the Mog, kind of like male Pandaren do the same thing. It stretches it all out and distorts the armor, so it gets a little strange. That's why you gotta embrace the beef and not try to hide it. So, plate. I look good with this. Chat not showing on screen. Oh, that's weird. Why is my chat not showing? That is odd. Hold on a second. Sound alerts. Text drops. Stream images. Text chat. There's the old chat. Where did it go? Did it delete it again? What is with stream overlay? There it is. Not working. Great. Oh great, it's not working. Oh no. Hold on. Somebody say something or I'll do it. Hi. It's not working on this one either. Oh no, it broke. Gosh darn it. Well, I'll turn on the old chat. Old chat will work. Go figure. I'll figure that out after stream. Good gravy. Why is everything broke? It's working now? Oh no, this is the old chat. This isn't the new chat. So yes, I know this is working. This one's just window capture. This is not the proper chat that's supposed to be there. So we'll just use the old ugly one, I guess, for now. That's really frustrating. Knowing my luck, it just needs to be closed and reopened, and I can't do that during stream. I swear. Alright, well, whatever. We'll use the old ugly one for now. I'll figure out what its deal is after stream, I guess. That's why I keep backups. There we go. Nice. More ears, please. Alright. Back into the thick of it. With War Mode DMF buff and the new XP rep buff and being level 65, I get 16k XP per pet battle. Cool, right? It's definitely nice. 1 out of 10 have ears, too many people farming. Definitely. Too many people being me because there's no one else here. There never is. It's funny, it's pretty rare when I actually run into people when I'm leveling. Pretty rare. Even when I'm using my own route. But, you know. Alright. Back into the thick of it. Nice. And the best part is if I find any chests and rares, I can actually kill them on this character. Woo! Because we're not testing. So that's nice. Need lurkers. Oh, poor sheep. There we go, there we go. Bear! Need some bear butts. Give me your bear butts. Excellent. Tasty bone broth. Nothing? Okay. Alright. So how is everybody? Happy Friday to those it's Friday for. Happy Saturday to those whose it's Saturday. Yay! Exactly. There we go. One more of these. Perfect. Job's done. Okay. I wonder if I just need to re-import it. That's gonna bug me. I liked my new chat. Rah. I don't want to waste my buff. So I will wait. Okay, I just need bear butts, but that's fine. We will move on a little bit for a second. Do this next spot. Oh, there's a bear. Nice. Bear. Give bear. Bear, bear, bear. Get those rumps, yes. Oh, they're not letting me loot though. They don't. Not having. Apparently, all of those bears are buttless. Assless bears. Because that's a thing. Not the buttless bears. Right. Alright. Check this boy out. Well, my heirloom's on, right? Yeah. I do. Disorient me, how dare you? How dare, how dare. There we go. Okay. We killed the dude. Dude. Now we go kill these dudes. Because that's all we do as heroes. We go kill everything. It's like 90% of WoW. Kill this thing. You're like, okay, I'll kill it. Hitting out every question later. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much the champions slash heroes of Azeroth. 392 luck boxes to go after yesterday. Nice! Hey, you cut that down by almost half. You've got some good luck boxage going on there. Nice. And also, hello, Lithe Vampy. Weird, an army knife isn't usable as a profession tool. Really? Huh, I'm not surprised, to be honest. That is a little weird, though. I'm kind of okay with it, though, just because I don't like those weird profession slots. And it tends to lock those items to only the Dragonflight stuff anyway. Like, I really don't like having my, the fishing artifact from Legion stuck in it. It makes it weird and hard to use. So, I don't like the profession tools, personally. I would rather use the physical item, but, you know. What do you do? There we go. I just need foragers. You're not able to pick me up when I look down? Interesting. There we go. Oh, I like the Gnomish Army knife for the revive. Oh yeah, if you have the blue version of it, definitely. I just have the green version across all of my main profession characters, since it counts for all the profession tools for all the old profs, which is nice. There we go. I think like the only thing it doesn't count for is like an enchanting rod, or maybe it doesn't count for the enchanting rod, but I know it doesn't count for the philosopher's stone for alchemy. But it might actually include the enchanting rod. It's been a while. Yeah, I think it does. I don't recall having one on my main. But it's nice though. Herb mine skin. That too. It also counts for all of the crafting ones as well. So you don't need a jewel crafting box. You don't need a blacksmith hammer, etc. Which is really nice. I'd be fine with simple professions. Now it feels weird. Just make professions matter more. I remember selling some pre-bis swords back in Firelands. Patches as a blacksmith, which was very nice. Oh, I missed a forger. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too interested, honestly, in the new version of professions. I've heard a lot of people like it, but per usual, I feel like I'm in the minority. I don't really like it. It's just too complex and too much of a pain to deal with. I like having the talent trees. I like that part. So I actually don't really know what it is I don't like about it. I just don't really feel compelled to do it. But that's okay. I've never really been super into professions myself anyways, so take my opinion on that with a grain of salt. Here we go. Excellent. I think they complicated them for no reason. Well, people were complaining for a long time that professions were too simple. I know that was one of the top complaints. So they got what they wanted. It's like people like to say Blizzard doesn't listen, but having been someone that works with them often over the years and has been in every beta since MOP, they listen way too much is kind of the problem. They look at like top complaints and then try to appease those. Sometimes the top complaints aren't good things to complain about. Thank you so much for the sub, super, the resub, super appreciate that. Mikhail, really appreciate your continued support because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working and doing what I'm doing, so thank you so much. I mainly use them for the first craft, 20k per craft, for the first 30 crafts with the 50% buff. Yeah, that's pretty much all I use them for. Like, besides my main characters that do have, you know, the main professions, of course. It's pretty much all I use the professions for is for leveling. And then I delete it. So I don't need it. And hello, Mikhail. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Alright. That wasn't you. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I didn't complain about it either. But, you know. I'd like to craft without Googling which stats are the best. Yeah, understandable. Alright, give me this thing. Really annoyed that my good chat isn't working. I wonder if I just need to relink it. There we go. Okay. Didn't want all these, but it's fine. I'm a big boy, I can handle it. Wow, you just told us we weren't the good chat to our faces? No, the chat on screen. This. That right there that I'm flashing at you. The good one's broken. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, my timer's going off. Yeah. So I gotta use the old ugly one, which is just a window capture. Now you're flashing us? Sure. There we go. There we go. The chat is what now? Broken. I have to use the window capture. Hello. My chat link isn't working. There we go. There we go. Not you, you're not chat, you're people. Chat is not people. You're peoples. It is weird to see the old chat now, even though I'm so used to seeing it. I know, right? This old thing's just the window capture of the chat that I have up for my stream so I can watch the stream. It's just the window capture of the actual Twitch chat. But I can't use the fancy one. There we go. I might have pulled too much. It's okay. I have heals. I'm a warrior. I am warrior. I feast on your blood. Literally, that's what I'm doing. Warriors are vampires confirmed. Wood for war heals, right? That's kind of why I like warrior, honestly, because like, if you pull too much, use your Healy ability and DPS harder, and then you're okay. Like, I like that. It's very thematic to the warrior class, so it feels nice. Because when you stop fighting and you turn and run away, that's when you die, because you can't heal yourself that way. So it's very fitting. It makes you happy to see another Fury Warrior. Is Warrior your favorite class or something? There we go. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I'm drinking some bone broth. Like a badass warrior. Yeah, that's why I love War Fury. Yeah, same. Can you guys stop respawning, please? You're respawning way too quickly. I want to leave. Someone who mostly plays Wrath now. So funny hearing about warriors having healing other than bandages and food. Oh yeah? Did they not have enraged regeneration back in Wrath? I didn't play warrior when I played Wrath very briefly, so... That's really all it is enraged regeneration. Which, you know, coupled with your bloodthirst and all that. I tanked and I can't remember. Yeah. Warrior's my favorite class so far in terms of lore. I'm kind of stuck between DK and Demon Hunter. Understandable. DKs and DHs do have some good lore. That is a bit recent, is it? Gotcha. Yeah, I picked up Warrior in VoD, so I don't know what they were before that. What they were like. They do have enraged regen, but it's a high level skill. Ah, gotcha. Nice. Okay. Need more bears before we can go back. Gotta finish the bears first. Bears, 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 bears. And in 20 minutes, I can take a look at that chat and see if I can just relink it and fix it. Because I had to update my XSplit, so that's probably what broke it. Go figure. More bear butts, please. Help, help, here comes the bears. Exactly. Give me butts. I need rumps. They're gonna make some rump roasts. Actually, they're making blood sausages. Even though I cry and raid when they make me go far from boss because no baddies, no healing. Ah, yeah, true. Anything but the bears. Exactly. I added a little bit of rosemary oil, rosemary olive oil to my bone broth, and it's so good. Oh, I love rosemary. Doesn't bear meat have some nasty shit in it? I have no idea, but it tastes delicious. My grandpa used to make bear jerky and bear steak. There we go. Oh, back in my day, warriors didn't have healing. Back in my day. Oh, so it's tasty? It is. It's a very greasy, tough meat. So it's best used for, like, that type of dish, like in stews or for jerky or stuff like that, because it's greasy and tough. Go figure. You could say it's grizzly. Yeah, sorry. But it's pretty good. It's actually, it's got a... I can't really compare it to anything. It's got a unique flavor. It's not like, you know, snake, where it's like, oh, it tastes like greasy chicken. Or a gator or something. Oh, it's just chicken. It is different. It does have a different flavor. It's a little more I don't want to say pungent, but it does have a sharper kind of taste. Hard to say. Like duck grease factor. Kinda, yeah. Kinda similar. It's very oily. Naturally very oily meat. I guess because technically, you know, they eat a lot of fish and berries and bugs and things. Roots. Or whatever they've killed last. Alright. Yeah. That's the Explorer's League dock. We'll wait on that. In fact, these give the most XP, and I only have 16 minutes left on my DMF buff, so let's fly around real quick and grab all of the documents and go turn those in before we continue. Those have high XP, so we want them. And they hibernate with a thick layer of fat. Yeah, exactly. So that it makes sense technically if you think about it. There we go. Okay. Weirdest thing I have tried so far was shark. Feels like a pork chop, tastes like fish. Weird. Yeah, I've never had shark. I've had snake, gator, possum, squirrel, rat, bear. Is there anything else weird? Like, I don't eat that stuff regularly, but I have had it. Can't think of anything else weird that I've had. Rat? You had whale once? What did that taste like? Rat like squirrel. Yeah, rat, squirrel, all the rodents, rabbit, they're very similar. Not a lot of meat on them, obviously. It was alright. I wouldn't have it again. Pigeon? I've had pigeon. It's just a bird, though. It doesn't taste very unique. Gave me red meat from the sea. Dad brought it. He hated it. I thought it was fine. Gamey. Yeah. Yeah, I could see it. Some meat's just not really meant to be eaten. But we're spoiled in our modern era with meat at our convenience stores. We don't have to hunt it ourselves anymore. So we can be more picky. Hello, Lazy Cloud. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here again. How are you doing? Welcome back to more leveling. Let's see, the other one is over here. And then up there. I got those two. Yeah. Yeah, last two. Grab this. I once had alligator meat. It's not bad. It's kind of like greasy chicken. To me, at least. It wasn't bad. I don't think I'd have it again, but it wasn't bad. Continued my leveling journey today. Level 53 so far. Nice! Congrats. That is... I know, this leveling buff is nice. I honestly wish this is what leveling was like all the time. Just because it feels more... I don't know. Fun. You're not spending 12 hours trying to hit 70 from 1. Yeesh. Because, like, you know, the 1 to 60 is pretty fast. But the 50 or the 60 to 70 takes just as long. It's ridiculous. I will definitely get to 70 today. I wish this buff was always active. You and me both. You and me both. I had alligator sausage. It tasted like chicken that was on a strict fish diet. Yeah, that'd be a good explanation of that, actually. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And is that all 6 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. I'm missing 1. Am I? Am I missing 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's there. It's just hidden because it's too long. Yeah, I see him. Okay, good. Turn these in real quick. My Darkmoon Fair buff is almost gone, so I wanted to grab all the Explorers League docs first, since those have a healthy chunk of XP. And literally make up over a level in the whole zone. Just in those quests. which is kind of insane. Okay. Now we can continue. Back down to where we were. Murlocs. Yep, this is good with the rosemary oil. I started trying to do the insane membrane thing with the rep buff. Oh yeah? How's that going? It's still a grind even with the buff, but it's definitely a good time to do that. If you're doing the kill part where you have to like kill mobs over and over, definitely grab, if your guild has it, the what do you call those things? The guild banner. The guild banner is an item that if you kill stuff in range of it, it increases your rep and such. So definitely grab one of those if your guild has those unlocked. Currently pickpocketing. Oh, you're doing the lock boxes. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. Yep, got the guild banner. Only have the 5% one unlocked though. Hey, it's better than nothing. It's 5% you didn't have before. Perfect. I wish it didn't have a long cooldown. Because doesn't it increase experience too, technically? But whenever you put it down, it's a long cooldown before you can put it down again, if I recall. I haven't used it in forever. So I could be wrong on that now, it changes, but I would use it for leveling and stuff, but you know, Bloodsail was surprisingly short. Yeah, I did that one back in Legion, BFA. It wasn't actually too bad. The one that took forever was the Booty Bay and such, the goblin side of it. Those are the ones that took forever, oh my word. My goal with the rep buff is to get all or most of the Pandaria reps to Exalted. Well, now is definitely a good time to do that since you get the 50% increase because of Panda Time Walking. At least until reset, so definitely good time to do that right now. Yeah. Here we go. Give me all of your scent glands, good gravy. Is this part right here. This is the sucky part. Actually, I might skip these. You technically can. I might skip those. I only need half a level, and I'm not going to spend it forever. These quests right here. Buzz off, load of crock, and smells like a plan. Worst part of the whole zone. Everywhere else is great. You miss out on a few quests by skipping it, but I think I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, the Steam Weedle rep is the longest grind. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, that stuff sucked. Alright. That's the one you can farm down, was it Tenaris? Whichever one was the one I did in Tenaris, back when I did it. That one was the one that took the longest. That might be the Steam Weedle. That one was gross. There we go. And I don't know if War Mode would affect it, but maybe see if War Mode would increase rep gains. I know it affects world quests and all experience, but I don't know if it would affect rep from like quests and stuff, or turning in lockboxes or something. Where's a rare at? Here it is. I hit the... luckily there's always... seems to be an active group for grinding it in Tenaris. Ah, nice. Yeah, back when I did it, there wasn't. It was just me. And Silver helped me out for a little while, but we ended up doing some things separately. I just hit the funny bone equivalent to my kneecap. Goodbye, cruel world. Oh man, ouch. That hurts. War mode doesn't affect rep, just XP. That's what I thought. I know it affects world quest rep, just not the, from the quest, I figured. That's a bummer. Well, doesn't hurt to check. One can hope. It increased gold and XP. Are you sure? I used it a lot for rep farming on the Broken Isles. There we go. Nice. Alright. I guess I don't get the discover the different items thingy since I skipped the load of croc quests. Oh well. That's okay. That is okay. Get care of this. Hello, BG. How are you doing? Glad to have you here again. How is you? Alright. Turn this quest in. Perfect. Melting. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm pretty warm as well. It's, oh, another rare. Come here, you. It's pretty warm. It's not ridiculously hot here, but I'm definitely uncomfortably warm. Time to get those last 392 boxes. Let's go. Good luck. You got this. You got this. I think my main goals are to get Tiller's rep for the goat mount, then Rajani rep to Exalted because that's the only BFA rep I don't have Exalted, and pop over to WoD and get all those reps done. Good time to do it, definitely. Good time to do it. And it'll overlap with WoD time walking too. Let's go find a rare. I bet there's another rare wandering around somewhere and I can just do that. One more rare and I'm done. But yeah, WoD time walking comes around in a couple of weeks as well, which means you'll get 50% rep with that for anything from that expansion. So that would be the perfect time to do that. Rare, where are you? There he is. Perfect. Alrighty, Mog, let's do. Let's do. Okay. Nice. 98%. Really? Alright. Maybe let's just fly around for a second. I cheesed WoD and just bought rep tokens. It's a good way to do it. That's funny. That's the best way to do it, though. If you don't want to have to do all the rep grinding. There we go. Nice! Nice, Aru. Alright. I can clean up my bags here while we're waiting for it to kick us out. Fix my Mog. Oh, Mog's still good. Alright, let's see here. Let's fix the thingy here. So he's 60 now. And that's on 11. He's right. There he is. 60. Beautiful. So the next one we want is on 3, and it's Zakumar. Okay. Perfect. Too bad we don't have vanilla time walking. We'd totally do the same here, right? I know. We need vanilla time walking. I don't know why we don't. It's kind of annoying. Alright, get rid of that. And that. And that. Okay, keep the rest. Clean out my bags, and then we'll get on to a different character. 3 tunes left, 66 to 70. Nice. Congrats, late night. You're getting there. vanilla Nax 40 time walking. Oh man. Could you imagine? That'd be pretty hilarious though. Alright, clean out my baggerinos here. And then we'll be good to go. Doot, 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 and doot. Okay. Alright, this boy's done. Swapping accounts. We need to get on. I was 3, right? Yeah. Death Knight time. Ah, yes. And before I log into him, I can check and see if I can fix the thing real quick. Let's get that. Alright, hold on a second, everyone. Let me see if I can fix the chat. Where is that? I have that saved. Oh, right. That's through Stream Elements. Well, Stream Elements is working, though. I just need to relink it. Streaming tools. Overlays. Uh-huh. Let's see. Test. Okay, it is coming up there. It is working. The link just isn't working. Okay, good. It just needs to be relinked. Copy URL. So it didn't break. It just broke the connection to it. Hold on. Turn off chat here for a second. Add source. Okay. Test. It's not working. That's strange. Okay. Well, that is odd. Why no worky? Test. That is very odd. Is it working on the other one? Test. Yeah, it's not working. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess maybe it just... Yeah, it's working there in the browser, but it's not connecting to my thing. I probably need to restart it. Well, we're not going to do that, so... Alright, well. That's okay. At least I know it's working on one end, so it's just misconnecting somewhere. That's fine. I'll figure that out later. Anyway, back to where we were. Leveling. Alright, I need to turn the old one back on. There it is. Okay. Well, it's only half broken. Oh, where are we at here? What should a returning player do right now if they logged on their level 70? I mean, whatever you want to do. I'm honestly not a good person to ask for that because I literally do whatever I want. And so I would tell you, do whatever you want. Definitely not a good person to ask for that. Because if I had left and then came back, I would just go back to farming whatever I felt like. For proggers, I don't know what a progger is. Is that like progression? Well, then I'm definitely not the right person to ask because I don't do progression, so I couldn't tell you there. Yep, I don't do progression. I don't do competitive content at all. I retired from that back in the first patch of BFA, so I couldn't tell you where to start for that. I have no idea. There we go. How goes the leveling? It's going great. What if I want shiny gear? Well, then I'm definitely the wrong person to ask. I don't gear. Sorry, Keck, I can't help you on any of that. Most of my alts stay in heirlooms because I have no reason to have anything above that. Unless I'm Mog farming. And even then. But the leveling is going great, so hello Zara. Glad to have you here. I'm doing fantabulous. We are on our, let's see. We got number 10 done, so this is number 11. We're on 11 of 117 now. It's D4 then? Well, do whatever you want. I mean, I can't tell you what to do on that. I don't raid anymore. I am retired. I just can't get myself to spend the golden heirlooms, lol. Nor spend the time on the holidays. Understandable. It wasn't too bad for the heirlooms since they reduced the price a while back. It's only like, I think for me, for just the Dragonflight section, it was like 130k, including all the weapons and the trinkets I wanted. But I went ahead and dropped 500 on all the upgrades so that I could just completely upgrade all of my heirlooms. So, you know. That way those are all caught up now. Someday. Yep, totally understandable. There's a weekly heroic dungeon quest that at 70 that gives a solid piece of gear around 415 eye level. Then right now if you hit 70 before time walking ends, you can get normal red gear from that weekly. Nice. It is a bit high for all. It is, but just consider that it used to be twice as much for all the heirlooms. So I'm glad they had reduced it significantly. I stopped doing progression back at the end of Legion. I'm retired. Yep, I'm right there with you. I officially ended raiding at the end of Legion, and then the last M+s I did were in the first patch of BFA. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm tired of this. So, yeah. Alright. I'm in a nice guild and I've been dodging them? Aw, why? Heirlooms should really be cheaper in my opinion. Yeah, totally understandable. For gear, open world, fire wreck assaults, and researchers under fire in the caverns also get stones for upgrades in those places. Yeah, I guess I kind of have a gearing guide coming, but it's not meant for like item level, it's meant specifically for Mog. I have a guide in the works that'll be out in a couple weeks on how to get all of the LFR and normal transmog from the raid without raiding. So, there's that, which I guess will get you some item level. You guys hurt too much. Stop pulling things! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna be so mad. Yep. Of course, then I lose my buff. Yay for a demon, or whatever I am. Death Knight. Yay, Death Knight. Squishy. Woo. Oh well, whatever. Yep, I've been buying them since they started. I was a bit upset with the gold, the loss of golds. Totally understandable. It doesn't bother me, I guess, just because it's so easy to make gold, but I don't know. I don't understand why they introduced heirloom tiers, because the heirlooms in Wrath just go straight to 80. No more investment needed. So much nicer than the retail system. Yeah, I wish they didn't have tiers, especially since they have too many. We have so many now. We have 6 different tiers now on top of the base heirloom. It's really irritating. I don't have D4, but I played D3 the other day because I bought that a while ago. It has a lot of cool elements I wish were in WoW. Yep, I feel that. I don't want a level 15 key for Mog, so I'll just buy that. Totally understandable. Despite playing since MOP, I've only ever done LFR and heroic dungeons. These stupid elites hurt way too much. Stab it. There. Let me out of here. Here we go. Despite playing since MOP, I've only ever done LFR and Heroic Dungeons. Anything more and it doesn't interest me. Maybe I'll try low level Mythic Plus, not sure yet. Yeah, I feel that. It really just doesn't interest me either. I didn't even want to do it back when I started. I was kind of pressured into it and then continued out of spite. So. I should have quit a lot long ago. Or never even done it at all. But, you know. It is what it is. Because my brain is broken, and how many freaking buttons are there in rotations nowadays? Oh, I have no idea. I don't do proper rotations, so I couldn't tell you there. Oh, shouldn't be by armor type either. Should just make the right one be one item. Agreed. That would be nice. Like, I don't mind that they're kind of expensive. I just wish there wasn't so frickin' many. Oh well. Hello, Boogie. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. How are you doing? Account-wide Paragon leveling system would be interesting in WoW. I feel like there's some reason why they don't do it. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. One day, maybe. One day. My rating tune is 420, alt's at 410 from open world drops. I don't do Mythic Plus, and raid is heroic level. Noise. Like that, then continued out of spite. I did, because the friend I had at the time said I was trash and couldn't raid. Even though she's the one that pulled me into it, and then got me kicked out of a guild and humiliated, because I had never raided before when she specifically knew I was new. So, that was great. I proved her wrong, too, because we played together for many years. And when I picked up healing, because she was a healer, when I picked up healing in WoD, she couldn't beat me. And she almost lost her spot because I was good. It was pretty great. I don't regret that. I humiliated her pretty bad, so it was pretty good. To be honest, demo lock and free war seem easy enough, but then I checked the rest and got frustrated. Totally understandable. 8 out of 0. Noise. Hello, Reynolds. Glad to have you here. How are you doing? Yeah, I was... What server was that? A loon? Back when I raided on a loon during WoD. That's when I was doing AOTC carries and such for the moose. I was the 6th mist monk on the server during that. I was pretty pleased. So I know I can do it. I just don't like it. I did not enjoy it. I did it just to prove a point. She's also the same friend that said I should never start a YouTube because it would be stupid and no one would like me. I wanted to actually start my YouTube channel back in WoD. I wish I did. I should have done that out of spite. Oh well. Dang your credentials though. Oh, well thank you. Yes, I have done a lot. I used to do Mythic Plus, carries for people, boosts I guess technically. I'm used to calling them carries. They're more called boosts nowadays. So I used to do boosts, I used to do leveling boosts for people, I used to do, AOTC, I used to sell Nightbane carries. That's when I multi-boxed that one. Oh, I hope she's eating it. Oh, I'm sure she is. We stopped being friends many years ago now. She got into drugs and I was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done talking to you. Goodbye. It was just the worst part of it is she lived with me, so I had to kick her out. I'm antisocial in this game that no one can pressure me to do anything. Or so antisocial. Well, it's a little different when it's an IRL friend, which is what she was. We lived together, so, you know. I actually liked the infinite progress thing with Legion weapons in Heart of Azeroth. I think everyone hated it because they tied it too much to other things. Borrowed power became a swear word on the forums. Yeah, understandable. My anxiety doesn't do well with raiding. I think I'm always terrible and it makes me upset. And then I self-destruct, so it's easier for me to just be casual. Totally understandable. At least you know your limits. That's definitely important. Nice supportive friend. I know, right? Tell me about it. What a jerk. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's okay. I was dumb and couldn't see that she was toxic. I was never very good at making friends, so I was just grateful to quote-unquote have a friend type of thing. So, you know, I shouldn't have been friends with her, but I was. She technically owes me a lot of money, but she'll never pay it, and I know she won't. I own her car, ironically. But, whatever. She's not a friend, she's a bully. Oh yeah, she absolutely was. She absolutely was. I refuse to get rating gear for Mythic Plus, a stubborn decision. I just don't like being pushed into content I don't want to do. Yeah, I feel that. Whoop, come here, you. Why? She seems lovely. Exactly. How can you be a backpack if they don't call it a carry anymore? A backpack. It is kind of like a backpack. That's a good way of putting that there, honestly. What would you like the setting to be for the next expansion? Oh, the setting. Oh, honestly, I don't know. I mean, I want to go back and do more cosmic stuff, but I also want to see more of Azeroth. So honestly, I'm really open to anything. I don't really have, I guess, specific, this is what the next one needs to be, just because I like all of WoW. I would really like to see more of Azeroth explored, like the back of Azeroth. We have so much stuff that's under Azeroth that we need to see, like all the Titan stuff, the Old God stuff, Dragon stuff, that's all under, which is why I thought it was super awesome that they're doing, you know, they did a cavern like this for Zarelek. I would love to see a whole expansion underground. And we pop up occasionally and we're just in the middle of the frickin' ocean. We're like, hello? Who's that here? You know? That'd be great. Oh yeah, I'm glad you could get away with that. Yeah, it took a turn for the worse. It really did. Yeah, it only took me from BC to Legion to figure it out. You and me both, Lithe. It took me from MOP to BFA to learn to play for myself and not be pressured into things. Go figure. I had a lot of growing up to do, I guess. I was very much a pushover when I shouldn't have been. Emerald Dream is the rumor. That's what I've heard, although I think we might be getting a lot of that in a patch soon, maybe? So, I don't know, we'll see. I would love to see an Emerald Dream patch, though. I do love the Dream. And it's heavily connected with Thros, Ardenweald, the Nightmare, and who knows what else is connected to, because it's a more ethereal, cosmic type realm, which is pretty cool. I want it to be VoD themed. A VoD themed one would be cool. It would. I thought the N'Zoth stuff was so cool. Absolutely. I want to see more Black Empire stuff, please. Savannah's Redemption Part 2. No thank you. Oh gosh. I think they beat the dead horse on that one, no pun intended. If someone scammed that amount of money from me, I'd be banned from Twitch for saying what I think about them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I paid for all of her stuff. I paid for her college, I paid for her car. She paid nothing for living with me. I paid everything. I was the one with the big job. That's back when I worked for Evergreen International as a marketing agent. That's back when I made money. And now I'm broke. But that's because I don't want to go back into that career. I'm just done. So done, you know? Oh well. Ocean expansion might give us a Murloc race. That would definitely be cool. Where? What? These dang moths. Stop. Stop with the moths. They're so pretty. I don't want to have to kill you. Yes, Najir is actually a really interesting zone. Water levels are always hated in video games though. Yes, which is really unfortunate because I love water levels. I've always loved the water levels. Everyone's like, oh, Water Temple, worst temple in Zelda. I'm like, but that's my favorite one. Oh well, whatever. Rumors that the next expansion may be Light Void themed with Uriel and Deliri/Turelian being big theme characters. I kind of hope so. I would love to see... They do have a lot of, I guess, open threads. And that's definitely a strong one. I hope to see that storyline come to fruition. But it's hard to say since it's not the same writing... I mean, there's some of the same writing directors, but I don't know what their plan is anymore. Because they have already dropped and removed some of it, which is unfortunate. Hello, Vori. How are you doing? Glad to have you here. How's that going? That's not a friend, it's an inherited wife. Pretty much. Pretty much. That's pretty much the relationship right there. 'Cause we weren't actually romantic, but that was pretty much... It was just a very, very toxic relationship, and I was too stupid to see it. What is something you want to happen in game that is probably not going to happen? Well, there's a lot. But are we talking like story-wise? I would love to see us explore more of the other cosmic forces. I want to go to the Realm of Life. I want to see Zareth Ordis. I want to see the Realm of the Arcane. I want to see all that stuff. But as pissy as people got about the Shadowlands and the cosmic stuff there, we might not see that anymore. So, there you go. Doing okay, kind of getting burnt out from the game. Understandable. I would too if I was still raiding. Yuck, yuck, yuck. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not, but, you know, just throwing shade. You got the worst of marriage and divorce without being married or divorced. That is a very accurate way of putting it, Keck. That is very accurate. That is pretty much exactly what happened. That's funny. Looking back on it, it isn't crazy to see how dumb or how red the flag. Wow, I'm sorry, or how red the flags were when we look back on things we did when we were younger. Yeah, I have a lot of regrets because it ruined a lot of my youth, if you will. My college stuff was messed up because of that. I never had enough money on hand because I paid for everything for her. Had my own place. Ended up having to move back with my parents. You know, it just... I mean, I literally almost went bankrupt. I had so much debt because of her. But I'm easy to take advantage of. Because I just want to help people. I just want to give to those in need. But I have to not. I have to restrain myself, or I will literally give you the clothes off my own back and live in a cardboard box. Because I'm too nice. And I hate that about myself, because it ruins me. I've been taken advantage of on 3 separate occasions now. That previous friend was only the most recent one. So, I finally had to grow up and be like, enough's enough, no more. I don't understand people's issues with SL. I thought it was awesome. There was definitely some systems that were flawed, but yeah, I liked a lot of it too. So I don't know. A lot of people didn't like it, I guess. Well, be kind to yourself. You learned a lot. Well, thank you, Reynolds, and I did. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing now and trying to make streaming and YouTubing work because I do really enjoy it, even when it gets frustrating at times. Working for myself has been probably the greatest mental health thing I could do. Well, I get my KSM thingy this week, so excited for that. Can't wait to get my full 4-piece next week. Nice. That's awesome. Congrats. Hey. Finished that one. Alright, alright. And a cardboard box down by the river. Hey, at least I'd be by the river, though. Riverfront property. Very nice. I know if I had the money, I would absolutely move further south west of Oregon and go back down to the Coos Bay, Umpqua area. It's so pretty down there. That's where I grew up, mostly. Gorgeous riverfront. I miss it. I don't really like where I'm at now, but, you know. It is what it is. You shouldn't hate yourself for wanting to help, though. The people who try to take advantage of that kindness are the ones who need to rethink their lives. Oh yeah, absolutely, but the part I hate is that I go too far with it. I want to just give you everything, even if it hurts me. Just because I think it's more important to help people than yourself. But I put too much on that is the problem. And then I don't help myself. And then I'm over there eating peas out of a can on the side of a road, well, because even though I'm making, you know, X money, all of that's going to someone else and not me. That's what my problem was. So, I had to stop that real quick. I loved SL as well. I really enjoyed the Covenant systems a lot. I did too. I think my major, I only have a couple complaints about SL, and it was really just the systems, the collection and Covenant type systems were slightly too complex. I think I'd been a little bit simpler. And because of that, the grinds were too much. Even if you needed half as much anima, it would be not bad. Wouldn't be that bad. But otherwise, yeah, I really enjoy it, so, you know, what do you do? Yeah, I feel the same way. I didn't like the Ma much, but it grew on me. Yeah, I love the Ma. I'm weird, apparently. I love the Ma. I still do. I look forward when I have to go do stuff there. I'm like, yes! I get all excited, riding around. Yeah, I know, I'm weird. But, you know. I had trouble in high school because I would be nice to people who didn't seem to have any other friends, but some of them would instantly think I had a romantic interest in them. I felt like I hurt them more than trying to be friendly. I feel that. That was part of the reason, like, I had guy friends for a long time in high school because I never got along with any of the girls. Because I was into video games and, like, fantasy books, and none of the girls in my high school, they were all into just dating everyone and, like, playing with dresses and nail polish. Which is nothing wrong with that. It's just that wasn't me. And they would make fun of me for it. But, as I got older, though, I had kind of the same problem. It was really frustrating. Oh, your personality is the same as mine. I do the same thing. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Alright, come here, you. I want to link something on Tumblr, if that's alright, about healthy boundaries. Ah, perfect. I'll have to give that a look. Thank you, Reynolds. I appreciate it. Here we go. It took me a little bit, but I learned to love them all. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I love the aesthetic of it. I love how it's spooky and creepy. I love it. I liked almost everything about SL2, one of my more played expansions. Yeah, actually, like, that's kind of the funny thing. Like, with the exception of Legion, honestly, it really is, like, Legion, BFA, and Shadowlands that I played the most of current, like, while it was current. And I'm excluding the raiding side of it. Like, because I did a lot of that in Legion. I'm talking about all the other current content, like, you know, the collecting and all that stuff, while it was current. I did a lot of that. These trees. There we go. Not so much with Dragonflight. No, I don't really feel the pull to do all the Dragonflight stuff while it's current. Like, I'm doing some of it, but not super into it myself. So, yeah, it's fine. Not a big deal. That's no knock on Dragonflight, just isn't quite for my flavor. Oh, World Quest is up there. We want that. Keep freaking out my camera. There's these trees. I liked almost everything about SL2. Let's see, I read that. I feel like WoW always has a hard time balancing enough to do for people who only main one character, but not too much for alts versus not enough content for one character, but lots for alts to do. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I noticed a lot of that too. Which, like, it's gonna happen because there's so many different types of people. It's hard to please everyone, and I get it. And sometimes the only way you can quote-unquote please everyone is by taking the meh, careful approach, but then because of that, no one's pleased. So, like, I get it. Yeah. I love the idea of the Covenant system, but I didn't like the complexity of it. I liked Zereth Mortis, but the rest of the SL zones didn't interest me that much. Yeah, see, the SL zones, Ardenweald and, as leveling zones, Ardenweald and Revendreth are two of my top 10 favorite zones in game. Like, legit. That's why I'm so mad that Threads of Fate isn't a real thing anymore. And partly why I'm totally glad I have all of these characters still locked into Threads of Fate, so that I can enjoy it while I have it. Nice. DF is really good too. Some of the collecting stuff is weird, but overall good. I'm not hypercritical of things though. Yeah, I'm not super hypercritical either, honestly. Like, I could definitely be thorough with what I do and don't like. Like, I can nitpick everything apart, but like, for the most part, at the end of the day, I just want to enjoy it as it is. For what it is. I'm pretty easygoing, I like to think. Like Ma when the eye was gone could ride there. I do kind of miss the eye, I won't lie. I liked having that, like, threat. I did like that. That was pretty fun. Hello, Bad Manus. What are you up to now in SL? I am leveling currently. I'm getting a whole bunch of alts to 60. Some of them are in Threads of Fate, some of them aren't. But that is what I am doing right now. Leveling! We're doing all the levelings. Was eating, but I'm here now and and great and mighty old god. Oh, well, thank you. Glad to have you here, Empress. I'm kind of eating. I'm drinking my bone broth. It's kind of just like soup in a cup. I saw the traveling between zones killed the game, I think. People hated just flying, riding flight path all the time. That's definitely one of the complaints. The travel between the zones is awful. I don't... Like, literally, even if they never remedied the... how we, fly physically between the zones, because you can't, the easiest fix I would have said is when you upgrade your Sanctum's portal system, you can get a portal to Oribos. Now, in Oribos, when you unlocked that on your Covenant side, they should have given you a portal to all of the zones. You know, you unlock it type of thing, and maybe it's account-wide. That's what they should have done. Would have fixed that. I would have been happy enough with that, personally. But, you know, whatever. I pretty much stopped talking to people I don't know after that experience. Oh yeah, totally understandable. I mean, besides like you all here or people that I end up working with. Oh right, it's up here. I'm pretty much the same way, honestly. Essel made me miserable, so I'm glad to not be there anymore. Aww. I had a great time in Essel. Made me really happy. I was like, whee! But it's pretty... But I like the, more cosmic-y type... Oh, no! I have my heirlooms on, right? Yeah. This guy's just hurt. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Yep. There we go. Ugh! Okay. Alright. That spot's a little rough. But, anyway, where are we at here? It should not take as long as it does to get from one point to the other between zones. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Especially after coming directly from Legion and BFA, when moving between the zones was really quick and easy. I mean, even look at getting to the opposite faction zones by the boat. It was fast. Just, you're there. You know, you unlocked them, and then you were there. Like, why didn't we have that for the, for Shadowlands? I don't know. And Covenant's should have been super, super separate and strict as they were. Because, like, in my mind, everyone in the Shadowlands has the drought. Shouldn't we be working together? Why do the Covenants hate each other? Like, that seemed weird to me. I don't know. That seemed very strange. Get this guy. Yeah, I hate not being able to fly from one zone to the other. Would have been so much better if they stitched them together. Agreed. Even just a portal of some sort would have been nice. So it took about 10 runs of time walking dungeons to hit 70 from 60, by the way, to give you a measure of speed. That's not too bad. That still took quite a while, though. I was hoping it would be more like 6 or 8. But still, it's faster than it normally would be. Here we go. Yeesh. I loot this thing now. They should have at least made it so I'm in Oribos. I could just walk through the portal to the other zones, like how we're able to get with Korthia or Zereth Mortis. Agreed. Agreed. Like, even if that meant you had to, like, finish your Covenant campaign or something, and then it just, you know, then there was a portal. Fine. Jeez. I wish Blizzard would fix scaling. I imagine it's very discouraging for new players to get weaker over time rather than stronger when leveling. Yeah, that is something that has always bothered me about leveling, honestly, because you get weaker instead of stronger. And it's quite strange. Enchanted bow. Oh no, I didn't get the bow. Or the Dreamsong heart. Oh, excuse me, hello? I'm busy. Whoops. Back when Blizz went derpy with the portals, too many, and then not enough. I'd rather have too many. Agreed, late night. Agreed. I really don't like that they had removed all of those. Really irritating. Well, I'll come back for that. I missed one somewhere. I know I missed that one, but that's not the bow. Here's the bow. Maybe that is the bow. Oh no, it's right here. Enchanted bow. Oops. Thought I grabbed that. Weird. I'll come back. Well, they took that, and now we have the redown system, which is just a new improved rep system. Yeah, pretty much. They just didn't do, like... That was just the rep side, though. They didn't really do anything with the actual Covenant stuff again, which is a little unfortunate. I did like that. It was just so expensive and time-consuming. Oh well. About 45 minutes to an hour. Not too bad. You did 10 dungeons in 45 minutes to an hour? Wow. Were you grouped with people? That's intense. It took me 3 hours last night after stream just to do like 4 dungeons. Okay, I need to fly up and get the bow because I missed it. There we go. The first experience going through the transition between zones was amazing. It got old though, and ironically I started humming the Doctor Who intro whenever I flew into them. Right? And yeah, that's how I felt too. Like, it was gorgeous. It was really cool. You're like, oh, this is so cool. I'm going through like a wormhole. This is super neat. It's beautiful. And I love when you enter the zone, it just like pops into view. It's all gorgeous. But yeah, it got old. You're like, all right, cool. Seen this a million times. Can we speed this up, please? I got things to do. That's why I ended up giving all of my alts, with the exception of my main profession characters, engineering, so that I could just portal around. But, you know. Okay, and the other one, right, top of the tree. Oopsie, missed that one too. But the level scaling lets you level wherever you want to, so you don't just have one path every time. Yes and no. Yes and no. Because there is still somewhat of a strict leveling experience in terms of zones. Expansion, sure. But you can't do whatever zone you want. There's still entry-level requirements, which I really wish there wasn't. There's not very many level 10 zones. There's not very many level 15 zones. Most zones are 20 plus, which is really frustrating. I really wish that wasn't the case. So I'm hoping maybe one day they change that. Because I would like to actually level wherever I want. But, you know, whatever. Not a lot of people agree, apparently. They're running them fast? Nice. Scaling used to be static, but they changed it in Legion. Kinda. I don't know that it was that different in Legion. The dynamic scaling didn't change officially until Chromie Time was introduced in 9.0. So, Shadowlands, technically. If you're talking about linear... the linear progression, yeah, that was changed in Legion. There we go. Nice. Alright. I can go turn in Cache of the Moon, then we can move over to Revendreth for the last bit. Broth, yum. What bone? Well, it's bone broth, which means there's no bone in it, except for bone juice, I guess. It's quite delicious. This way. Bone juice. Exactly. I wish that when you complete all the quests for the current expansion that you can level wherever you want after that. Agreed. I'm right there with you, Vampy. Agreed. I wish every... Because you know how we can now go to whatever zone we want in any order with Dragonflight. We could do that in Legion too, and I don't know why they didn't continue that, because you can't do it in BFA. You could in Shadowlands with Threads of Fate, which is another reason why I liked Threads of Fate so much. Because leveling, having to start in Bastion, for example, every single frickin' time, got old. Or when you go to, like, Northrend. What are the 2 zones you have to start at if you're less than level 15? Howling Fjord and Buryan Tundra. That's it. Same with, Outlands got like that. Every expansion after, like, in the game has specific zones you still have to start in. And boy, does it get old. I'm like, alright, I would like to... There's so many zones I don't really get to level in because by the time I level high enough to get into them, I out-level them and don't even get to finish the zone. Which is annoying. So I'm really hoping one day they will change the silly entry-level requirements for Kirby time. Okay, Revendreth. Revendreth. Boop. You gonna load me in here? Hello? There it goes. Had to think about it. There we go. Turn that off. Okay. Back at it. You gonna proc the thing? There it goes. Did not want to proc it. Exactly? Yes, exactly. Oh well. Alright. Revendreth is my favorite zone. Revendreth is definitely one of my top 10. Revendreth and Ardenweald both. They nailed the aesthetic of it. You can say they put the lid on the coffin. I remember doing extensive testing during 7.3.5 when the original scaling dropped. It's such a shame so many of the core issues outlined back when the original scaling happened still exist in some manner with the current scaling system. Exactly, yes, thank you! Because they absolutely do, and I can prove it. It's like they got it good enough and they decided it wasn't worth improving much more outside of that. Yes! Thank you, Rhea. Exactly. The old static stepping stone type of scaling system is still there. It's just hidden behind the guise of 1 to 60. It really technically starts at 10, but still. You still got these hidden breakpoints even with Chromie time on, and it's different between each expansion too. It's very strange. Very strange. But that's part of what the inconsistencies are all about and why it makes making the leveling guides so difficult, is because of that. Yeah, I got the third tune to 70. Nice. I found camp data in Northrend. It's just shy of being Camp Death. I wonder what awaits me. Yeah, no kidding. You almost snorted? What? The Witch Zone from BFA was cool. Dressvar. Yeah, I like Dressvar. That one's gorgeous. I do love that one. The questing isn't some of my favorite in terms of quest design, but the zone itself is absolutely beautiful. I love the theme. Honestly, the leveling and scaling in WoW is weird to the point that I wouldn't care if they just did away with levels entirely. Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. It needs some major love. It really does. Being one who does rigorous testing with Chromie time and outside of Chromie time, although it doesn't make a difference, I see all the flaws in it, and there are a lot more than you realize. Your gear eye level is your real indicator of power, and the levels don't make sense in the lore either. You go from killing a legion of demons who became pushovers neck to some skinny pirates in the next expansion. You're not wrong. Oh, you're not wrong. I don't like that BFA should have still level 60. That was 2 expansions ago. Yeah, I don't like that they raised it either. It should have stayed 50. Because then it messed up the scaling on it too, because the health and damage of mobs is way too high, and that's making the... You know how I had the BFA footholds in my previous guides, my 1 to 50s? Those are really difficult now. Really difficult. Like, doing the Zandalari one as Alliance, I die so much, because they hit like tanks, and it hasn't been fixed. And that's not even a Chromie time issue. Sheesh. It's intense. Oh, you're putting the lid on the coffin pun. Thank you. Well, glad somebody laughed. Or almost laughed. I absolutely love Zandalar. Oh, same. The whole Zandalar side, Zuldazar, Vol'dun, those are a couple of my top favorite zones as well. Nazmir is cool, but I like Zuldazar and Nazmir the most. Or not Nazmir, Vol'dun. Zuldazar and Vol'dun. And Zuldazar is great for leveling too. That's why it kills me that it's horde specific. I'd totally use it in for both factions if I could. It's actually a really good zone for leveling, especially if you drop a couple of the quest lines that are really slow, like the one with Azul. It's a fantastic zone. Oh well. My issues... Oh, I'm passing it here. Give. There we go. My issues with BFA and Shadowlands is they feel so cluttered. Designers have so many more tools for adding and sculpting the landscapes now, but it feels so dense compared to a lot of the older zones. See, I feel the opposite. I like that they're dense and heavy and there's a lot to it, and that's partly why I dislike the older zones, is because there's like nothing there. It feels open and empty and kind of meh. So, I definitely feel the opposite on that one. I like this denseness. Because when I'm down on foot, it's interesting to travel in. On ground mounts and such. I was hoping so badly that they wouldn't raise the level cap. Sadly, they keep raising it. Yeah, that's why I'm a little surprised. Like, I wouldn't mind if they, like, had done the level squish, capped it at 60, and then you just don't level ever after that. And in a new expansion, you're not leveling, you're quote-unquote going through the campaign, but not doing the leveling part. You're just unlocking the campaign, you do the story, you're getting the rep, whatever, and then, you know, you do that once, you've seen the campaign story for the main zones, you know, like as if you were leveling, and then you just don't have to do that again unless you want to. But you're not actually leveling. That's what I would prefer, because if they keep adding leveling now, in between 3 and 4 expansions, we're gonna have another level squish because we'll be back at 120. And trust me, that compounds crummy time. Oof. I don't know. It makes it hard to go get speed gear for my druid. That is true, for sure. What is that Drake mount you're using? Let me look. Ah! This is the Deathlord's Vile Brood Vanquisher. This is the Death Knight class hall mount from Legion. And this one changes color depending on what spec you are. Unfortunately, is what I say. So this is the green one for Unholy, specifically. It's blue if you're Frost and red if you're Blood. I wish it wouldn't color change, and you could just pick between the 3, but that's what that is. There we go. I like Vol'dun. Yeah, Vol'dun's cool. I really like Vol'dun. I agree with whoever said the areas are cluttered, make them breathe. Yeah, see, I dislike the wide open nothing zones. I like fuller, denser zones, personally. That's why no zones from Outland, Vanilla, and Wrath are in my top 10 favorites. I don't like any of them, really. I like Storm Peaks, but that's just because it is a little more dense compared to other zones. Do it like Paragon points in D3? Maybe. I'm not super familiar with D3 systems because I really only played it for the campaign. I did some rift grinding off a little bit, but that was a long time ago. Personally, I think I wouldn't be playing if they removed leveling. It's my favorite thing to do despite the issues. I'm not saying they need to remove it, they just need to cap it. Or do something different, because it's not going to be fun when we have to do another level squish in like 3 expansions. I'm not looking forward to that. This Blizzard is very band-aidy with their fixes. We're going to be back in the hundreds, yep, with the rate they're going. Yep, because the next expansion will be 80, 12.0 will be 90, 13.0 will be 100. And where do you go from there at that point? I mean, like, I don't care that the numbers went that high, personally. I never had a problem with going to 120. Hey, I'm 60. Nice. Thank you so much, I Sell Cabbages, for the sub. I super appreciate your support because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working and doing what I'm doing. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. Here we go. Oh, where are we at here? I think I remember Ian or someone saying they're working on a permanent solution to the leveling issue, but that will be in the future. I wonder what their solution will be and when they will do it. Yeah, I don't know, honestly. I don't know. And they seem to, it feels like they change plans so frequently. I don't know if they're still working on it or not. Basically, past max level, you get to a point you can spin into something. You could put it like into loot abundance, gold drop, crit rate, dodge. Yeah, that'd be cool. I could like that. If the surroundings bore people, they should hire new designers. You should feel wonder without being cluttered by things. I suppose, but that's where we're different on that one, Keck, is I do feel wonder with zones like Revendreth and the Legion zones and BFA zones. I don't feel that when I'm in Outland or Northrend, because they're just open and there's nothing there. So, that's why I like them. Because there's so many little nooks and crannies and little things to explore in the dense zones that I feel like I want to keep looking, because I want to see what's around the next corner. Whereas if I go stand in like Dragonblight, I can see from one side of the zone to the other and be like, okay, I'm done, bye. You know? No, you got 85, then 90. Ugh, I sure hope they don't do the 5 again. I really hope so. If they do the 5er again, I'm gonna freak out, because man, that messes with the scaling so badly. By far my favorite type of character progression in any video game is the Square Enix styles like Final Fantasy III, 9, Kingdom Hearts 2, etc. You have a collection of powers and they get stronger in proportion to how often you use them. And after using them X number of times, they become permanent abilities. I do like stuff like that too. The problem, I think, is just putting that in a MMO format, because those work fantastic for single player games. But for competitive progression, I think people would get grumpy if we had something like that. I wouldn't care, but I'm not doing competitive progression anymore. So, you know. Loving your YouTube content here to support. Well, thank you, I Sell Cabbages. I super appreciate it. It's super sweet of you. There we go. Get those off. Let's go put stuff in my bank. There we go. Yeah, we will be back to level 50 in a few expansions. Each zone will be one level and move on to the next one. Yep. Pretty much. So I'm hoping they do something about it. Whatever they do, they need to do something. Alright, I need to send this to my main. And fix my gold again real quick. I look forward to getting out of work today and leveling with the guides you made. Well, thank you, I Sell Cabbages. I hope you enjoy them. If I was doing some 10 to 60s myself, I would definitely be using those as well. But all of the alts I need to level are 50 plus, so. But I know they work, because I did do one somewhat recently. Okay, we can mark this boyo off. He is 60 now. 60, and he's on 3. Where's he at? That's 11. 3. There he is. 60. Okay, the next one is Tifa on 4. Alright, let's switch accounts here. Get on 4. Perfectamundo. I like cluttered zones too, more cozy. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. It's more cozy. You're not so exposed. Yeah. But at the same time, though, that's why I like that there's a variety, because there's something for everyone, you know? Stormsong was an amazing zone. Stormsong was gorgeous. Storm Peaks and Ice Crown are also top notch. I do really like Storm Peaks. I think I'd like Ice Crown more if it had variety in it, but the best part of it is the Citadel itself. Revendreth is one of my favorite zones to level in. I know I'm in the minority. I'm right there with you, I Sell Cabbages. Ardenweald and Revendreth are my top 10 just to level in. Hello, Lobo. The music and the zones make me choose sometimes. Absolutely. I want these zones to be bigger! Well, see, that's why they need to do both. They needed to have zones... See, like, big zones, but not empty big zones. Because that's... I haven't been disconnected, don't tell me that. That's how I feel about a lot of the Northrend and Outland zones. They're really big, they're just empty. Imagine all of the Dragonflight, like, Legion BFA stuff, but with, like, Northrend or Outland sized zones. Oh! That's what I want. So, I say a mix. I mean, it's Blizzard, of course they're going to do that way. You really think you know what you want, but you really don't. Accurate. I think if they did something like Guild Wars for one expansion, it would be pretty cool. All the new content is for max level, but you don't need to level anymore. You stay at max level from the past expansion. It's just new content and questing for that level in a new zone. Yeah, that would be definitely a good fix, I think. I agree with that. I hated Rivendreth and Nino, but after getting 250 gear from ZM, going back to it, it's super cool. It did have a bit of a rough spot. It was difficult. Korthi's music. I can stop sometimes and just enjoy the sound. Agreed. It's gorgeous. They always nail the music, though, let's be honest. Alright. We're gonna take a short break here. It is time to go make me an iced coffee. I'm all out of drinkage. So you all go pet your dog or cat, call your mom, touch some grass. I don't know. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I am back-arino. I made me a iced pumpkin latte. And it's delicious. Ah, those stickers are so cute. I love those. Okay, where are we at here? Da, 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 da. When I found that Patches music on Spotify, I lost my mind. I loved it. Oh, my favorite music, though, from Shadowlands is the Zereth Mortis stuff. That's my favorite. Korthi has got gorgeous music, too. But I think Zereth Mortis is my favorite. Sag with no pet. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to check that on Spotify. Yes. Yes, you definitely do. Okay, where are we going? Ardenweald. Yep. Okay. In Viga. Why are you doing that? There we go. Farm more boxes? You got this! Blizz needs to come out with an X-Pack that make us go back to the main capital cities. Like, sure, Stormwind and Urg are already kind of hubs. Make it even more so. What they really need to do, if they're going to do that, is update Stormwind and Orgrimmar. Imagine those two cities, but in, like, Borealis, Suramar level of detail. And just size and, that's what I want. That's what I want. That would be gorgeous. It would be cool if the capital cities were all corrupted and then we would somehow to cleanse them without going insane. Like Visions of N'Zoth were real. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Just finished that Legion Dalaran fishing mount rep. Nice! Congrats, headphones! That's a long one. So congratulations. Suramar's my favorite city. Nice. It's definitely, oh, hello. Definitely one of my favorite cities too. Like Borealis, like my favorite usable city is Borealis. My favorite non-usable city is Suramar. And by non-usable, I mean like it's not an actual, like we can't, it's, you know, it's not a city we can use. It's just there for quests and such. Yeah, they're running dungeons right now at about 15 minutes max. Not bad, not bad. That's pretty good. Time walking dungeons to be specific. Nice. Yeah, I need to do some time walking dungeons as well, but I'm waiting. Silver's supposed to be free this evening, and she's got, I don't know how many she needs to get to 70 because she wants to get her class mains up because she just came back from Shadowlands. She hasn't played since early Shadowlands. And so we're going to do some leveling together to get her mains caught up. But I don't know how many we'll need, so I'm just going to wait first before we figure that out. Does it benefit from the Winds of Sanctuary buff? It does indeed, yes. The Winds of Sanctuary buff is on for everything, and wherever you can get XP, it's on. So, yes. Borealis is awesome. Highlighted BFA for me. Agreed. Personally, Zandalar's Zuldazar for me was awful. Like, Zuldazar as a questing zone was awesome, but Dazar'alor itself as a city, it visually is gorgeous. I think the problem for me was the layout. We needed to be down around the docks area, where everything actually is, not have the quote-unquote inn hub for the bank and such be up in the seal. You know, up at the top of the tower. Or, I don't know, just have more city-type stuff up there with us. Just, they had a lot of travel, whereas the Alliance for Borealis had everything nice and within walking distance. It's what you call a walkable city. So, I don't know. I didn't like the layout of it, is really what it came down to. Agree, Kaken, it was too far apart. Yes, too much travel. Yep, exactly. Like, otherwise, visually, it was beautiful. Love the music. Oh my gosh. The music for Dazar'alor and Borealis are just knocked it out of the park. Some of my favorite stuff in WoW, I think. But, you know. It wasn't a walkable city. Oh well. That's okay. Let's see here. Where's my pet? Get out here. Stop disappearing. I need you. There we go. This is good coffee. I make a mean iced coffee. Iced latte. Let's see here. Get that. Okay. Excellent, excellent. I just have to remember to be careful and not pull as much because I'm on a death knight. I can... Like, I'm fine, I just can't pull too much. Come here, you. Big old Taran. Oh, alright. Here we go. Almost done with this one. Let's see, here's some more. Just need a little bit more for this bonus objective. Would you stop? The dang moths. Stop. See, I need this guy. I pulled you two anyways. Alright then. That's fine, I guess. I'll take the XP. Here we go. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna move my little Kraken up one. That way you could actually see my level during all of this. I forgot about that. Hold on a second. Let's get in the air here. I'll move her. There. Okay. Let's see. Move her down a little bit. There we go. That's probably fine. Let me make a new slot for this, so hold on just a second. That way I don't have to find it again. Plus, we want move model. This is leveling. Record. And I'll add that to a trigger later. Alright, now we're good. Now we're good. Okay, this direction. Kraken is so cute. Oh, well thank you. Isn't she just adorable? Love my little Cracky. She cute. Alright. Let's get this going. And that. Hello. Hello. Okay. Nope, alright. Just okay! Everybody and their grandmother come to kill me. Please don't. I kinda would like to keep my buff this time. I specifically was trying to be careful. Ugh, saved by the leveling buff. No. Now you made me use my army. How dare you? Now I gotta kill everything like a maniac so I can make use of it. There we go. Where is Canary? Does Canary fear the Kraken? No, she's not playing anymore. She usually quits pretty early in an expansion. So, that's why I keep telling y'all, we don't really play together. I haven't played with her since... Well, since you guys saw us on stream with Launch, so... That's why I'm pretty solo. I didn't want to kill any of you, but you had to fight me, so now eat my blade. Exactly. Sag, I'm sorry, Kick. Yep. They made me think of Finding Nemo. Oh, you made me eek. He made me use my army. Oh, you made me army. That's funny. Deathstrike, Apocalypse. Pretty much. Death Knight's a little weak on the self heals. Not quite as good as, like, say, a Fury Warrior. I wish I had a little more than Deathstrike, honestly. It's a little weak. And that's more specifically, obviously, Unholy and Frost. Blood is through the wazoo on self heals. No complaints there. There we go. Excellent. Nice. Moving on. Oh, I don't have issues with Unholy. I usually don't either, but Shadowlands, BFA, and WoD and Mop Zones are all overscaled. So if you pull too much by accident, you'll get your face beat in. Especially BFA and Shadowlands. They're a little overtuned right now. But, you know, what do you do? I hardly die when leveling. I usually don't either until I reach, you know, the higher levels. I don't have any issues otherwise. Not unless I'm in specific brackets in certain zones. So. Here we go. Oh, I see. That's why I haven't leveled an alt DK. Yeah, it's just like specific areas. Otherwise, I'm totally fine. I'm just being stubborn and I want to level in Shadowlands zones because you can't do this on fresh alts. These are old characters that are still in Threads of Fate back when I made my Threads of Fate guide for Shadowlands. They never got leveled because that's really all I have my alts for. So, I'm making use of it since I'm in it. Popping blisters. I love the class fantasy, but when there are wounds and dots and whatnot, popping blisters. Yeah, it's pretty gross, right? If you really read everything that you're using for Unholy, it's so gross. It's like, oh, that's just ew. If my pets would actually stay up here, come on guys, get over here. There we go. But that's what Unholy's about. It's all about the plague and blight and infection and yummy things like that. Is it called Unholy for a reason? Exactly, yep, exactly. It's nasty. Also, I don't like multitasking dots and resources. See, I don't mind it. I kinda like it, but I also tend to like the more nuanced classes anyways, I think, so, you know. Tasty, right? Me, use this ability to deal massive damage. Yep. Yum indeed. Here we go. Okay. Oh. Almost done with that. Me, after reading what it says, I'm never playing Unholy again. Aww. But Unholy is great. It's icky, but it's fun. There we go. Nice. Next. Whoa. Oh, I'm fine with gross, but timers freak me out. Aw, gotcha. Yeah, I wouldn't like raiding with Unholy, personally. I didn't really like raiding with dot classes, except for Affliction. I did really enjoy Affliction, raiding with that back in Legion. But I tend to be more of a tank in terms of like competitive play anyways. But when it comes to just like regular like leveling and stuff, it doesn't bother me. I know I'm not trying to be the best GPS or whatever. I just hit the fun buttons. If it kills it, cool. I mean, I know how to play. It's not like I don't. It's just, you know, I'm not paying attention to my rotation. But Frost is also fun. I don't mind Frost. It's not one of my favorites. It's alright. It's not quite my flavor. Y'all made me nearly disgusted with the watermelon I'm spooning out right now with your DK chat. Shall I read my talents to you? About how I'm bursting pustules with plague? And spreading infection to my hosts in an AoE setting? You'll never think of watermelon as the same. My job here is done. Sorry, not sorry. Couldn't help it. Why does Operation Mechagon not give rep such a long rep grind? Does it not? I didn't really do that much when it was current, so I just did the, weekly for rep. It is a long grind, though. OMG. I'm fine with suck the pustule to buff your attacks, but please don't make me another weak aura. Oh, you're funny. I about died with my soda, thank you. You're welcome. Took my earbud out for a second and came back to cracking evil laughing. Yep. Happens every once in a while. Frost is my favorite DK spec. Fury is my favorite warrior spec. Those are pretty much the only classes I play. Gotcha. I play everything, obviously, as you can see. Evil Kraken, yes. Okay. Slowly on our way to yet another 60. It burns! It does indeed. That means the infection is taking hold. Bun dun dun! I mean, what? Kraken went mad when she lost Canary. No. I didn't lose her. She doesn't play very much. I fully expected that. That's pretty common. That's why I'm a solo player. I'm serious. I've always been mad. It just comes with being an old god. Where are my pets? Stop desummoning. Oh my word. Get him, guys. Come on. Not helping me out here. There we go. If you need a leveling buddy, I'm down. It's all I do besides farming. I appreciate it, but I prefer leveling solo, honestly, for the most part. Like, I'm definitely gonna help Silver with her stuff, but you probably wouldn't be able to do Threads of Fate anyways. So, because that's what I'm doing. You can't get into Threads of Fate anymore. I want a tiny Kraken pet in a while. They do exist. They are called... What are they called? They're from BFA Islands. Let me find one for you. Let's see. The Octopodes! A little hard to see, but let me summon it for you. They do exist. Yeah. Look at that little guy. And that one's pink. Isn't it cute? I love it so much. The little octopodes. There's even one with an eye patch. Cthulhu doesn't bother you? Well, that's good. I have a Kraken Slam where you do old raids for X-Mogs that you can't solo. Is there I mean... Not really into those type of... Am I dying? Seriously? Come on, stop. I don't really farm raids that I can't solo until I can solo it, though. Like, I haven't even really been doing a lot of Legion stuff. Well, specifically in Taurus. I'm waiting until it's easier, so it's not really quite my thing. And you don't get legacy loot when you do it with people anyways. Turns to personal. OMG, I can name it Kraken and have you with me. You absolutely could. I think I have one. I shall name it Kraken. Perfect. Yeah, they're octopodes. There's a few of them. They come in a few different colors. They're pretty adorable. Don't solo until you can solo. Exactly. You nailed it. Like, I'm not bothering doing any Shadowlands raids until they're easy. And Taurus is alright if you can do ANR. And Taurus is pretty soloable apart from ANR. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. ANR is not very doable on the slow classes solo. So... But everything else in like, boss-wise is super easy. Like, if you can get past ANR, it's fine. But I need ANR so I can get Mog. So I'm waiting. But y'all forget, I'm in no hurry. I'm in the WoW for the long haul, so I got plenty of other things I can work on in the meantime. Octopode Fry. Yep, that's the one. That's the pink one I have. Do it a couple times on DK, it's easy. Yeah, I did it last week to try it again to see if it was something for like Silver and Ida Farm or something. It's a pain in the butt. I don't like it. So, I'm waiting. I still on my level 63 rogue in LBRS. Lower Black Rock Spire? I would hope so. I think if that's the one I think it is, that's pretty easy. I have a slimy one too. Right, slimy one, yeah. Gotta muscle memory it. Yeah, see, if I have to do any challenge, I'm wasting my time. If I'm not, like, two-shotting the boss, I'm not interested. I have other things to do. It's a waste of my time, because I'm just there for the Mog and mounts and stuff. Yes? Okay, just making sure. It's been a while since I've seen, Lower Blackrock. Because I know there's Upper Blackrock, which is the WoD one. UBRS. Man, that one was rough when it was current for Mythic and such. Oh well. Oh, nice. We're done with this one. Moving on. Oh, but yeah, I don't play for challenge or to be challenged, or if something takes too long, even if it just has a lot of health, I'm gonna get bored. So, I got plenty of other things I can work on until things become easy. I have immeasurable patience. No wait, I think I did it on a lock with Burning Rush. Nice. Easy clap. Noise. Yep, I'll probably start farming that in... probably after 11.0 sometime. That's the plan anyways. I tried the Murlocs in Qual and the LBRS farm for luck boxes. LBRS gives you the most. See, when I did it, I did the one in Quel'Thalas. Not Quel'Thalas. What the balls is that? Not Draenor. Up here. Quel'Danas. I did the one over here on Greengill Coast. That's where I got all my lock boxes. That one was nice and easy. Just ran up and down the coast, pickpocketing everything there. That's where I did mine. But that was a long time ago. There we go. Nope, nope. My straw is getting away from me. Come here. That's what I was talking about, Qual. Well, I don't know what Qual is, because that's not what it's called. Quel'Danas. There we go. Got another pit. That's worth absolutely nothing. Woo! Alright. Oh, oops, Quell, my bad. Yeah, but see, you gotta be specific, because there's Quel'Thalas, too. And Quel'Danar. There's a lot of Quells. There we go. Okay, we got that. Excellente. I was a letter off. Yeah, see? Spelling is important when it comes to zones, because I gotta know what you're talking about. Oh, there we go. Shattered Sun Offensive. That one. Yeah, that one was fun. Make my day. Making my day. How's stuff today, guys? Hello, Brave Pip. It's going fan-tiddly-tabulous. How are you doing? We're just doing more leveling. I think this is my 11th or 12th. I'll have to count by the end of stream, but Where did those octopodes come from other than the auction house? Mostly, they're all from BFA, but mostly islands, I believe. Those are island expedition pets, except for the slimy one, which comes from Najatar. I'm good. I got 5 characters from 60 to 65 yesterday. Nice. Definitely awesome. Okay, we got that. Very cool, very cool. Back, OMG, going back to farming since I can't spell today. You're fine, Vampy. I'm just yanking your chain. You're absolutely fine. I knew what you meant. I was just giving you some sass. Pet collections, I want to die. Why do you want to die? Pet collections are great. It's part of the reason I play WoW. My plan is to do all 11 to 65, so the rest of XP starts to accumulate again on the first ones. Yep, that's smart. That's exactly why I did, let's see, I can show you. These ones here. Is that showing on screen? Yes, it is. The ones with the yellow blocks yesterday. Because those I need to get all the way to 70. But I'm gonna wait until their rested gets back up. Because they were in the lower 50s. Although the Tarn Druid is questionable. So, yeah. I love collecting, that's why I play WoW too. Yep. You and me both. You get the slimy one from feeding pods with critters. Yes, that was fun. There's several slimy pets from that. Hello, Catsoul. In Najatar. Those were fun. Okay, let's go. Get that. Where are we at here? Collections bring me death. Well, you're kind of in the wrong stream then, Keck. That's all I do is collect. Collect and level. I don't do any form of competitive stuff. I was here for the druid yesterday. You didn't seem to be having the most fun. No, that sucked. That sucked. Lost my buff, died like 4 times. Oh, I don't like leveling druids. Not my favorite, man. Oh well. I suffer so much when I watch. Is that why you watch? You like suffering, I guess? You're funny. I'm doing archaeology on my druid. I dinged 64 before going back to farming boxes. Nice. Nice. Yeah, maybe I'll do 60 to 70 as oh, that's right. Midsummer is coming too. I'll do Midsummer on my druid, Mataran druid, and see where I get with that this year for 60 plus, because that's coming next week. Middle of next week. There we go. Okay, give me that. Nice. Alright. Onward to more treasure collecting. More treasures, please. Alright. I'm at a point where there's so much I want to do, I feel like I don't have enough time, and then I don't know what to do when I play. When I do play, so I ended up either putzing around or doing island expeditions. Totally understandable. Well, if it helps, sit down for maybe an hour and list out all the things you want to do in WoW. Just everything. And then, you know, pick from that. Then you have a visual list of what you want to do. That's how I do it. My list is pretty short these days, but nice. Oh, but there's always stuff to do, because eventually, you know, collection-wise, I intend to 100% all the expansions. Very slowly. So, definitely getting there. Last time I had ATT, it said I was like 80% done with WoW or something. I'll have to get it again so I can show you all. But, yeah. Which is pretty good. Will the Midsummer XP buff stack with the Darkmoon Fair buff if you still have it on tunes? Yes, it will. It absolutely will. It'll also stack with War Mode, too. So that's gonna be nice. So you'll definitely see some of that from me when that comes around. And I'll finally be able to get footage and check if it does indeed actually have all the heirlooms like it says it does. So I had to fudge the footage a little bit for the video. 9 out of 117, is that a challenge? It is indeed. I have... trees! Too many trees! Oh, it's these ones. Okay. Right. I am, what, 11 or 12 now out of 117? So, I did the math. If I did 9 a day, I can... It'll take me like 13 days or something. And I was pretty casual about it yesterday. I stopped for quite a while after stream before picking up leveling again. So, I could probably do more like 10. Ugh! Yeah. I don't want to die. No. No death. Not this time. There. Sorry, I had to focus for a second, because those little whack jobs wanted to murder me. There we go. The only thing I'm competitive at is PvP, but even that isn't as much as it was back in WoP when I was PvP officer for my guild. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of, like, hardcore PvP since Legion. I did a lot of 2s and RBGs back in MoP. I did a lot of open world Ashran back before they changed it to a queued version. And so I did PvP that way in WoD. And then Legion, when we had the... My pets, stop disappearing. In Legion, I did a lot of open world solo PvP with the towers. That was probably my favorite PvP I've ever done. And I did it on a hunter, a marksman specifically. So I was able to snipe. Because that... I was still raiding at the time, so I had really high gear. That's back when they had, PvP gear was neutralized. There was no, like, PvP stats specifically. It brought everyone down to a skill level instead of, like, just getting whatever the highest gear was and then owning everyone under the sun afterwards. Which I liked, because that made it way more fun for me. But they reverted that in BFA, so yeah, whatever. No more PvP for me. 80%ish? Savage. 80%? I'm not even halfway through it after I've been playing since BC. Yeah, I'll have to see what it is now, because that was quite a while ago when I grabbed that. But that was also before Dragonflight. So it's probably lower than that now because of Dragonflight. I bet you, because I checked that during Shadowlands. I need to do the combining thingies. And that. I'll have to grab it again and show you here. Come on, let me in. There we go. When we finish this character, I'll get back on my main and I'll download ATT so we can look at the percentage and see what it says, because I'm curious now. That's the only thing I use it for. And then I delete it again. Oh, where are we at here? Work all day for gaming things, then don't have time for gaming things. Pretty much. RIP. Chairs instead of tunes. Exactly. I've only 55 characters, so he can't beat you. All good, Puffendor. You don't want to beat me, trust me. You don't want to. You'd probably pull your hair out. I don't do much with my alts beyond, keeping them at certain levels and then using them for the leveling guides. After that, they go away, pretty much. Gotta go bye, Latte and crew. See you later, Dabs. Have a good day. Thank you for popping in. There we go. Nice. You having fun with stickers over there late night? Oh yeah, I loved that. It was actually the the best I was in PvP. Yeah, same Vampy, same. It was way more fun. And you didn't have to spend all season trying to get enough gear just to be able to keep doing PvP. You could just go right into it. I loved it. I miss it. But, you know, whatever. PvP undergrind is the worst in my opinion. I don't like PvP, but the rewards you get are cool. Yeah, agreed. I know. I'm hoping that they redo the PvP system or something at some point. Because I would like to do PvP again. I just don't like WoW's version of PvP. I really don't. I really only want the, like the vicious saddle mounts. I don't have a single one. As much PvP as I used to do in MoP, I never got far enough to get any of the saddle mounts. The vicious ones. Because my teammates would always quit. So, you know. Oh well. Oh, just ask the last lady she dealt with. She somehow ended up doing hard drugs. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. There we go. I miss it too. It was great. It was indeed. There we go. I used to do PvP as a feral druid in MoP and loved it. Yeah, I did PvP as a balanced druid in MoP, ironically. I enjoyed that. And then I raided as a prot paladin. I did all specs as paladin. So prot, ret, and holy. And then a resto druid on the side. For when they wanted that. The guild I had was absolutely awful, but, you know, whatever. My only saddle mount is from MoP. Hey, at least you have one. You got me beat there. I don't have a single one. I would love to collect the saddle mounts, but I don't have time. PvP, the way it is right now, is so freaking consuming, time consuming. I don't have time for that. I got other things to do, especially since it's limited by time. And then you gotta grind it all over again the next season. Ugh, I'll pass. I'm not into seasonal stuff. I asked my friend to carry me like a pretty princess to get the PvP vicious saddles. I was a Fury Warrior, and he was a Marksman Hunter, and he was like, I legitimately cannot carry you. You can't even go invisible or anything to help me carry. Rip. I wish I had a friend that could carry me. Man. The only ones that actually offered were the our EU characters, EU players, or I had one that tried, but he wasn't very good. And kept trying to get me to gear and, like, go hardcore about it. I'm like, dude, that's not a carry. If I have to be, like, getting all these, like, different, you know, spending honor points and getting all this gear and, like, helping try to kill stuff, and I'm like, that's not a carry. I don't think he understood what a carry was. I'm like, if I wanted this, I'd team up with someone I actually wanted to team up with. Seriously.
Ooh.
But whatever. I was Frost PvP and MoP and off-tank for our raiding team, so got them out from SOO. Nice. That's awesome. My pets stop disappearing, please. Seriously. I need those. Time walking heirlooms are 900 and 750 for the first ones, and then 1k badges. Excuse me. Per until the last most recent, they are 1200 badges. Upgrades, only no gear vendor. Yeah, the only annoying thing for the Dragonflight one is you can only buy the Dragonflight rank on the Time Walking vendor if you're level 70. Which kind of defeats the purpose of it because you have to level to get to 70 to be able to buy them. And so if you don't want all your ults at 70, that literally means you can't use your ults. So I just used gold. It was frustrating. I carried back in Kata. Nice. Very nice. Come here, you. Beautiful. Alright. We are almost there with this character. Come here, you. Take care of that one. Pick this flower. Getting close. I'll go get that flower too. Come here, you. Getting close. There we go. Nice. Beautiful. Where's this flower at? Oh, it's up here. Well, I guess I'll just finish the thing. I remember AV carries in Classic or TBC when Molten Core had pre-mades in EU. They just told the people to relax and enjoy the win. Yeah, trying to find that today is darn near impossible, let me tell you. Because I am all for paying for carries. But the only time I've been able to find a group that would do any RBG carries, they wanted 16 million for wins. For 10 wins. 16 million gold. I'm like, are you serious? No. No. That's way too much. Way too much. You would end up in one if you were lucky randomly. Oh, that's awesome. Nice. Oof. Okay, this character is 60. So, 60. 16 million seems reasonable, I guess. 16 million is a way over gold cap. Right? I know! I'm like, you want me to go over gold cap? Yeah, no. And they were serious. They were serious about their price. I was like, what? Let's see, she's on 4. There we go. Excellent. Alright, clean her off, and then we'll go hop on my main real quick and grab ATT, because I'm curious to see what my percentage is now, with Dragonflight being active. Oh, we used to have guild events back in the day, like Dart and Hide and Seek. You should do something like that. Interact with your viewers, that could be fun. Yeah, I'm really not into that though, late night. I'm sorry, I really am a solo player. I'm not interested in group content at all. That's why I play by myself, so... I like the idea, but I'm just not into it. I wouldn't enjoy it, personally. Okay, so let's send this off to my main. I'm just a collector. There we go. Never really understood why PvP boosts are so expensive. PvE boosts don't even cost that much, right? I know. It's insane. It is actually absolutely insane. So I'm hoping one day I'll find RBG carries. Because I need some RBG carries. Oh, I should check my Mog. Yeah, my boots are wrong. Because if for any of you that have the Mage Tower appearances from Legion, there's a requirement for one of the skins that's 10 RBG wins. And it's the only one I'm missing because I don't do RBGs. And I can't get anyone to carry me for RBGs because I would need it for each class. But, you know, whatever. Oh, I didn't dump the stuff. Kraken fears the chat? What? No, I don't fear chat. I don't fear it at all. I just don't like playing with people. I'd rather go farm an old raid by myself or something. Okay, let's get on my main here. Kraken is antisocial outside of streaming. 100%. Besides RPing with Silver on the occasion, which is through text, I don't talk to people, at all. This is the most social I have during the day. Alright, let me download ATT real quick here. Me too, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just not into it myself. Okay, it looks like we got some updates too. Might as well. Download that. Okay. Azeroth. Auto. Not autopilot, no. All the things. Wrong one. All the things. All the things. My friends list is like a desert, and I like it that way. See, almost all of my people in my friends list are business contacts. So it's not even like people I actually play with. Okay, that's downloaded. Right? Yep. There we go. Oh, like, this is the most I socialize. Yeah, same. This is the most I socialize right here. Like, I'll play with Silver occasionally, but even that's pretty rare. And I pretty much never play with Canary, because she doesn't really play much. She gets bored of it pretty quick, so... You know, it's just me. But I'm not complaining, trust me. I prefer being solo. Prepare for lag. Okay, what do we... Let's close that and open it back up. All the things. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew it would be lower because Dragonflight is now a thing. Last I had checked it, it was in Shadowlands. So we're at 69 now. Nice. 69.27. So, there you go. It's the funny number, it is. That's my current ATT, 69.27. But that's completionist mode, which I don't do. Let's open the settings here. All the things. Let's see, turn the setting on if you want to track all the things for all your characters regardless of race and class. Yes. Let me adjust a couple things here. All trackable, all repeatable, no. Tracking. Okay, I guess that's probably fine as it is. Let's see what it says now. Even lower, 58. Well, there you go. That's what I'm at. And I can tell you right now, it's definitely because of Dragonflight. Because I haven't done much in Dragonflight. Not much. Oh, there you go. Okay. Now I can delete that again. The clutter, my poor brain. I know, right? Tell me about it. I don't really care for ATT because it's just too much. Not my favorite. I don't like how it... Like, it's a great add-on technically. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a personal preference. I dislike the, visual, how it's visually presented. I prefer things in icons and images as opposed to just, like, word lists. So, you know. Canary fears the Kraken? Hardly. She's just changes hobbies faster than the Horde changes war chiefs. My main is in a guild that's even dead, except for Friday and Sundays. Nice. See, I have a personal guild. And the only one in it's Silver. Canary isn't even in it. She has her own guild. Funny number. Keep that away. Keep it that way, Kraken. That's still more than I am. Now I need to look. Right? Hey there, how are you? Don't, feeling level burnout yet? Nope. It's pretty hard for me to get burnout on WoW, to be honest. I really am. I mean, if I get bored of something, I just change topics. Change what I'm doing. So I'm doing good, Dragon Lair. Glad to have you here. It's funny to hear you with your spreadsheets. I do feel you, though. Yep. Well, I don't refer to my... Like, that's different. That's just for my alts. That's just, like, where they are, what they have, and what they've done. That's completely different than collections. I don't track collections with lists. If I'm looking at collections, I use these. The in-game stuff. Like, I use this to see what mounts I don't have. I use my pet journal to see what pets I don't have. I use my toy journal to see what toys I don't have. I like this, as opposed to a static list. Or like I use this to see what appearances I don't have, etc., etc. So, this is more visually appealing to me, especially when I go like that, and I go, oh, I don't have that hat, or that belt, where does it come from, you know? So that is why. Alright, but we are at the end of Le Strem. We are at the end here. Voluntarily, I personally think ATT or AAT is super cool, but it's super overwhelming unless you're close to finishing. It definitely can be overwhelming. I just don't like how it is visually. Otherwise, yeah, it's a fantabulous add-on, and I definitely recommend it to anyone that doesn't have a visual preference issue like me, so. Barely caught the end. Yep, I usually only stream for 2 hours. I just went long. Technically, I went long today, too, because I started early. Do you have any videos that cover your UI? It looks so clean. I do indeed. Here you go. I have a whole playlist for you. Alright. But there's my schedule if you need it. I stream same time every Monday through Friday, and it is Friday, which means you won't see me again till Monday. So you all have a fantabulous evening. Love you all. Thank you for being here. And I will see you later. Bye-bye!